Avengers Confidential Black Widow Punisher. This is again one of the Marvel anime sort of movies. Marvel, ironically, doesn't do a fantastic job when it comes to their animated films. A lot of them are somewhat lackluster. And this one, it's almost like you're watching three different movies. Initially, the Punisher ends up kind of ruining a very large op that S.H.I.E.L.D. has been doing to try to find out about the group Leviathan, who has stolen S.H.I.E.L.D. equipment and is going to auction it off to the highest bidder. Okay. Then it kind of goes into almost like a Metal Gear Solid sort of storyline. And then it goes into more of the action film, and then in the last 15 minutes all the other Avengers show up, and they're batting people like Graviton, like Baron Zemo, villain known as Orion. They start doing all these other sequences all of a sudden, and a lot of people don't actually get any sort of credit in the film, which is really bizarre. They really kind of play up a more superhuman aspect of Black Widow, and a similar thing as well when it comes to what they do with the Punisher. Ironically, these two characters should have had a really easy, simple, cut-and-dry storyline. Punisher very much is kind of a smaller time guy if you're comparing what he does to what S.H.I.E.L.D. does. So you could have had him doing a lot more, ruffling a lot more feathers on a small scale scene, and then have that impact the larger scenes what's going on with S.H.I.E.L.D. and do that in a much slower reveal as opposed to your first 10 minutes more as being like, yeah, the guy you roughed up is someone we've planted so we can find out about this massive group that's going to essentially sell, doomsday devices. Instead they do that right off the bat, and then there's long interrogation scenes, what do you know, and you have to work with us now, and that just kind of plods along all of a sudden. So it should have been a lot better. It's still pretty good in the way of the Marvel animated films, but I wouldn't put this anywhere near the same caliber as the DC animated films.